Alrighty, guys, welcome back to it. Conservative Confucius back at it. All right, so we're gonna go over some news for today, some daily kind of, top stories, things like that. We're gonna try to do that some more often. Just kind of go over a quick overview of the news of the day or the news of the last few days. And so, let's get into it. I'll bring up stories for what I can, remember what I can over the, and then try to bring up stories to do all that. I'll get it done as quickly as possible and try to do this at least in 5 or 6 minutes every time. Maybe this time it'll be like 7 because of the intro. All right, so don't forget to go down there, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to share this video, guys. It really helps us. Alrighty, let's get down to it. All right, so we're going to start off at ground news. By the way, I recommend ground news that you can tailor it towards your thing. See how it says 44% of the left is covering this, 45% of center, and 11% of the right. I think that's what it means. 44% right coverage, 45% center coverage, and it tells you 46% right coverage, 40% center coverage, and it tells you like how, but and it'll tell you what you normally read. So I read mostly center with 21% right and 33% left, and I read those stories and mainly I read my blind spot stories. So it'll tell you what your blind spot is you can click on the blind spot section, and it will tell you what you wouldn't read because your normal biases won't show you. Alrighty, so yeah, let's get into it. So it says Al Jazeera says Israeli airstrike killed 2 of its journalists, but let's find out the truth. Alrighty, so just recently, the one of the leaders of Hamas, one of the founders of Hamas, I'm trying to remember how to pronounce his freaking name. Let's see. I have a post up here. Yeah, Ishmael. Oh, it's just Ishmael. Okay, I thought it was something else. Ishmael Hania. Yeah, and he was just recently killed. He's responsible for thousands upon thousands of deaths. And let's see. So where is it? Yeah, so these are the 2 journalists that he's saying that were killed, but they were pro. These people worked with Hamas and Al Jazeera together to try to form a false propaganda narrative. And one of them was Ishmael Al-Ghul, and he was supposedly next to the other Ishmael's house when this happened. And the reason why he was next to his house is because he was in his house because he's a terrorist. I mean, look at him. They're even holding up a picture of the dude in the background like he's some savior to get, these people. Like, are you kidding me? That was before that guy had been killed. So before he was killed, they're praising him as some savior to their people, while he lives in a penthouse in Qatar, worth $4 million, and he's worth $4 billion himself, and spends hundreds and hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of dollars a month on whatever the hell he wants, whether it's caviar, sports cars, supercars, luxury jets, flights around the world. It doesn't matter. This guy does it all. And yet his children go to Ivy League schools in England. So the chest completely intact, the body the body completely intact, the torso, the head completely aged like it's been there for 10 years. That's a skull that's been like exposed to the elements for at least, like, I'd say 7 months straight. But yet the body is completely intact, no damage, not even looking like it. You can't see the skin, but it looks like there's not even a bit of damage. Yet the legs are completely gone and they cover it up. I call bullshit. That makes no sense. A shirt, no matter how thick that shirt, unless it's a wetsuit, that shirt won't help the body slow down decomposition enough to make a difference. A picture of a baby being, hurt by Israeli soldiers, yet the photo in the little corner, the little tiny photo up there, was from a completely different thing. It's a white baby. I think it was from an accident, a car accident or something, right? Oh, look. Why is this dead body moving their head? Even lifting up their arm. Nope, they moved their head too. Look at the camera.
ناس قاعدين ولا لهم في اي حاجه ولا بيضربوا ولا حاجه رموا عليهم
نقول ايش اللي عندك
ايش يحكي للعالم؟
احكي وبشر بقلبك للعالم احكي عيطيش
ودنا جوعنا ودنا من الجوع 14 بدون اكل.
Pathetic. Yeah. So that's the journalist they lost. And let's break down a little bit more. Alrighty, so let's see what other stories we got going on. China sanctions U.S. lawmaker McGovern for interface in domestic affairs. China adjusts restrictions, blah, blah, blah. China accuses Japan of smear attacks. Well, they always do that, like every year, literally. They come, like when an earthquake happened and it started killing fish in the area due to like some odd thing that they couldn't figure out. They blamed Japan and said that Japan was poisoning the waters. It's like ridiculous. So ridiculous. It's like Japan hasn't been at war with you since like 1940, dude. Stop bitching. I know they did some awful stuff to the Chinese people, but you did awful stuff to your own people during that time. Alrighty, let's see. That's not good. So Japan's top automaker Toyota acknowledges more certification cheating and apologizes for it. Well, I'd rather just have my car get here safely and in its proper form and not be made, to less quality because you want to make sure that you get your stuff out the door quicker. U.S. says it was not involved in the assassination of the top leader of Hamas. Yeah, Jagmeet Singh is a sellout anyways. So I hope they sell him out. Or I hope they get rid of him. Hugo Chavez statues, yeah, they're going crazy. Oh, yeah. So in the election in Venezuela was rigged. They found evidence to it. They leaked the evidence. Now that the people have seen it, they're rioting and pulling down statues of Chavez and Maduro's like screwed, and they're basically effed, And yeah, so they're in a bad position. Alrighty. So let's move on a little bit. This is something that anybody who's conservative, you should be looking out for this. This is the kind of shit that liberals pull when they don't have anywhere to go.
Look, I'm just going to say this plainly. Liberals are fucking weird. So shit like this has been going around.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I'm just going to say this plainly. Liberals are fucking weird.
No doubt.
So shit like this has been going around all over TikTok and Twitter. Chris Nelson says, remember when this was going around a few years ago? Where was the outrage? Talking about a picture where Trump is portrayed as Jesus at the Last Supper. You got the same thing from What the Fuck GOP. For all the MAGA motherfuckers crying about the Feast of Dionysus, saying that it was actually about the Last Supper, and that they are boycotting our athletes in the Olympics because it offends their pretend religious beliefs.
Okay, number one, the Olympics deleted the footage and admitted it was actually based on the Last Supper, not on the Feast of Dionysus. And secondly, this photo is a fake, I'm pretty sure.
Share this with them and ask them what they think of this bullshit. Again, the whole idea is that this shit was going around a few years ago. Conservatives just ignored it. Except liberals, there's a thing called a reverse image search.
Yep.
And before 2 days ago, out of the 69.2 billion images on the internet, there were 0 matches. Image was created less than 48 hours ago.
Yeah, so
that's why conservative Christians didn't freak out about it. Because it didn't fucking exist.
Yeah, we would have not been happy about it, though.
Will you just
no matter who you are, if you see, Trump wearing, if you see Trump with the staff parting the Red Sea, Jews would get mad. Even if they're a fan of Trump, you see Christians, they'll get mad about this. Or if Trump was on a cross, people are so stupid that they think that like just because they actually have a candidate that they like and are willing to say, hey, that's my guy, that means that they'll do anything for the person or they'll be okay with that person doing anything. No, you guys are just such in a bad position and you have no one that's even worth looking to that you are not only upset that we have someone we like, but you think it's a bad thing. You're trying to make us look bad because we have a candidate that we're willing to vote for and we want to vote for. You were in this like type of thinking right now that because you don't have a candidate that you don't like, no one should have a candidate that they like because that's somehow totalitarian and fascist.
Wake up to feel better about yourself.
And it makes you part of a cult.
I said before in an earlier video, liberals, you don't have to defend the Last Supper at the Olympics. Just because conservatives didn't like it, that doesn't mean you have to pretend you did.
Yep.
You can recognize it was stupid too. We don't have to disagree on everything.
Yep.
And if we are going to disagree, don't make shit up. Especially when you know that we're the ones that do research. We're the ones that look shit up. This image is less than 48 hours old. When you ask, where was the outrage? Nobody's outraged because you made the fucking image. It was...
Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. I'm so tired of this kind of crap. And then another young woman, but another woman was murdered. Her name is Melody Waldecker, 54 years old. 2 days ago, as an El Salvadorian illegal alien named Aguilar Martinez killed her, and he was a gotaway. And it's going to keep happening and happening and happening and happening until eventually someone says enough is enough. The border's shut down completely until we can get this handled, because this is like what, the eighth one in 4 months. Yeah, this is the eighth. No, more than that. Okay, so Lake and Riley, little girls, the other two little girls, what was it? 16-year-old girl, mom and her baby. Yeah, so this is like, I don't know, like 11 or 12 in the last like almost 5 months. It's crazy. Like, until someone starts doing something and standing up to these people, like it's never gonna get better, guys. And so that's gonna be it for this video. Sorry, ran a little long, so I guess we're gonna make these about 10 minutes long. So this is a little over 10 minutes. So that was for the intro and everything. But yeah, we're gonna make these 10 minutes long, little news updates. Alrighty, don't forget to come back for more, man. Alrighty, don't forget to go down there, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to share this video if you liked it. I appreciate you guys coming down and watching. Alrighty, we'll catch you next time.